Hi guys, my name is Meads. Continuing on with my review for Acid Rain, the last line of defense. And there is a typo there. It says Den Fence. This is made by OriToys, and we're taking a look at Stronghold. It has a 40mm machine gun and a 180mm cannon. Really cool. Now, this is what got me into this line. I really like the mechs, and I saw Vangelo's review on this. It got me thinking. It took me a little while before jumping into it, and I'm really happy I finally got this. I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store, and just take a look at the box. Really nice art, really cool. And I already reviewed the Steel and the Raptor. Now again, comparison with the box. This is a huge box. Yep. And like always, you have this part here. I know there's gonna be a a joke about this, but inside you get to touch, I think, a section of the what do you call this, Stronghold, and the texture. It's really great in terms of the weathering. It has that gritty feel again. And this does come with two colors, either the Sand, the 80th theme, or the Marine, or the 203rd. And I got the Marine one. Actually, in Big Bad Toy Store, it's discounted. I think it was 25 off. Was it? Yeah. So you can't go wrong there. But kind of want to get the Sand also. And I think that's. And then they have the war under pollution. So it seems like there's like some kind of biological warfare, or some kind of it's one of those, or nuclear. It's kind of like after an apocalypse, and people are still there, and they're holding the line. All right, let's take a look inside. Alright, a quick size comparison. This guy is a behemoth compared to the other ones. You got your regular figure here, Steel, and you got the Mark 1 Raptor. And for size comparison, I have a Revoltech Mini Solid Snake here. Now this guy is about 7 inches. I think this is about 6, and when I measured it was like around 4. Although they're in the 3 1/4 inch line for the 1/18th scale. Yeah, that guy's huge. And from my other reviews, when you first got this, you gotta break in the joints, and that could be nerve-wracking at the same time, and quite fun. When I first had this, I was just playing around with it, didn't really look at the instructions yet, just see what I can open. And yeah, so let's first take a look at the paint app. It looks amazing. I really like that weathered look and the feel. Nice texture. Now at first I was kind of worried about this painting, and especially when it has a rough surface, you might scratch it. But I've transformed it a couple of times, and it's staying. It's actually quite great. I think the only time that you chip off of paint is there's a certain part that's fixed, then you moved it, you might grab certain parts, or basically when you first exercising the joint. That's the only time, but for the most part, not really. And since it's weathered, you're probably not gonna notice if you you chip something off. It probably adds to the overall look. Anyways, we got Stronghold here. It looks great. He does have this. Actually, let's go over this real quick. You got this visor here, which you can open up. Even this one, they've added some top coat on it, so he got that gritty look. And you can have a figure inside. This one doesn't come with a figure, unlike the Mark 1 Raptor. And even if you're just getting this one, you don't really need a palette inside. And even if you put one inside, it doesn't really, you can hardly see it from the top. Anyways, that's that part of, let's go over a few things here. There is a port here that can open up, and you can have one of the figures. There's a peg there standing there. I think you even have Snake standing there. I mean, it uses the same peg system, I think. Yeah, I can have a Snake, yes, chill there while that thing's moving. Or I can have one of the, well, he's not going to be holding his ammo back, probably holding on the railing, but you know, just for demonstration. Yeah, he can stand there. There we go. If I can get the other feet in there, well, you kind of get the idea. So that's great that they've added that functionality. There we go. Push that back in. Same thing as the other side. And next part, there's a few things here. You can actually have several of these, kind of like on like a train. There's a part here where you can attach this to the other guy's. It's like a towing part. So that's kind of gives you an option if you do plan to get more, or they're telling you should get more so you can tow one the other, or have them like a huge train. Alright, now let's take a look at the guns up here. I think they're just on a swivel. I don't think they can move. I think this whole thing moves, but when you move this, you hear that grinding on the kind of like the paint. So those are the, let's see, I was looking at the box, the Gatling gun. I wasn't sure about the cannon. Although you do have missile silos here. I wonder if that's that. Again, first time you're opening this one, it was a little hard. Kind of don't want to chip up the paint. That's so nice. You can kind of push this around. I wonder if you can take this out. I think it wasn't shown in the instruction, but if you go, it'll be cool if you can. There we go. And I think at this point, you can't really have this thing go up. We gotta wait till we're in the robot mode or the mecha form. Pop this back in. Then you have this part here. Opens up. You got the console there, and there is a poster of a girl on her bikinis. I think it says Mifa break. Interesting. And I think it's slightly peeling off. So it's a nice console there. You got the handles here, and there's actually a cool gimmick that it does light up. So on the back here, there's a compartment where you can flip this down. There we go. Grab your screwdriver, and we're gonna install some batteries. Alright, I apologize for that. I hit the camera and start wobbling. And it still wobbles. Alright, so don't unscrew it all the way out, since if you take out the screw, it's kind of hard to pry out that this thing here. You just get it. There we go. So you can still hold it. Now we can put some batteries, LR44 or AG13. Those, you know, button cell batteries. Now I thought it was, I think, which one is the positive side? So the positive side is actually on the left. So you're gonna be facing that way. Well, if it doesn't work one way, you try the other, right? I'm not gonna put this one. I usually don't keep my batteries if I'm not using it as much. But let's go ahead and take a look inside. Flip the switch. It's on both ends, and we'll take the light off. There we go. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. It's glowing. It's kind of like a display screen. And let's put one of the figures there. Alright, getting the figure there does require a bit of fiddling around. Even then, the foot is there. I might have to bend the knees a little bit more, just get him. But in this way, you can actually still see a bit of his face on top. That's why, you know, it might be good, you know, to have that. But if he's not looking up, you know, you can see his console here, or his, you know, gotta have that poster thing there. Turn on the lights again. There we go. It's a really cool gimmick. We got the light up screens. Alright, that's the closest I can get into. I mean, I could fiddle some more, get the actual hands on the handles, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave him there for now for the transformation. And here we go. Transformation. I think there's a few things we gotta do. Let's see. Now we're gonna pop this out, if I remember correctly. Yeah. There we go. So I think the idea is we need to just remove the bottom threads from the top part. Likewise, do the same. So I think it's easier just pop out the back part first. And if you notice, this is where the hips are. And I do the same thing for the top part. There we go. Alright, so once we get that off, I'm gonna move this kind of like a 45-degree angle, not all the way yet, then slowly move this backward. And what we're trying to do is, there's pegs there, we're just gonna create the hips. You're gonna just lower this leg down, and that will tap in place. There we go. Hear that slightly again, you get that paint, the gritty paint. Then the next part, since right now you can actually have him in this mode where he's still on the tank, and I kind of wish you can rotate the whole hips. Yeah, actually you can. There we go. So you can have a little bit of a mode where he's somewhat on the tank threads. Actually, this does not work. I thought you can. Maybe in a certain angle, huh? Yeah, it's not balanced. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna rotate this down and move this up. Then you finally got your feet. Not so much for our feet, but you get the legs. There we go. And one great thing about this is you can move this back, and that gives you an option to have a wider stance. Now moving on the top here. Let's see here. Oh, okay. We're gonna move this flap up first. Now, the first time you're gonna be doing this, it's actually kind of hard to you know, move the first time, move up. So what I did is I kind of moved the whole thing up slightly, and you have a little place there to push it up. There we go. Once you got that out, you can open this wide and start rotating it out. Fold this up. It's cool that you get the 4 eyes there. And just bend the elbow. Then you get the whole arm here. Do the same thing for the other side. Flip this up. Again, might help if you just tilt it a little higher and then get that flap up. It's kind of hard with this thing on the gun's on the way. And I wouldn't recommend using any screwdriver, anything metal to pry it out. That might damage the paint. Something we're trying to avoid. And there we go. Rotate down, push this up. Got the 303 there. And there we go. Got the mobile fortress. Really cool. Alright. And let's see. So we get this. Again, you can always open this up, for it's always hard to open this, guys. There we go. I wish it. I hope they're spring loaded. It'd be cool, but probably not a good idea. You don't want to lose stuff. So it's great that they have that. You got the missile silos. Yeah, really cool. So you get this big guy here, and he stands about. Let's see. I got my clear ruler here. 10 inches. Really cool. Now, with the Raptor on his side. Alright, and I want to put out a few things also. Actually, this one, I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store, and I believe that if you're getting this from now on, you're gonna get replacement threads. Now, the problem with this replacement thread, they break off easily. This part here really is kind of breaking off. There is a kit that they give to you, and it's actually one of this envelope, and it's nice of them to give this. And basically, you got 40 links to put together threads, and there's a little instructions here how to do so by removing. Actually, they tell you to cut off that old thread and unscrewing some parts and putting it on. Probably I'm gonna hold off on doing that. I'm just fine the way they are right now. And luckily enough for me that this is the top part of the thread, so this is the bottom part. Actually, for some weird reason, I got a bunch of. Feels like they're painting this and they put it on top of a box, and the paint wasn't really dry. I thought, but you know what? It looks like it's mud, so I'm not really complaining there. And I think that there's a screws right there. I think I found them. So those are the things I need to do if I want to replace the threads. But for now, I'm just gonna keep the way it is. Yeah, this is amazing. I really like this. It's quite huge. Let's see if I can get some comparison here. Alright, size comparison. We got the Master Grade 3.0 in the middle and the Fans Project steel core on the right. And again, he towers over them. It's quite an awesome figure. I'm probably gonna keep him on his mech form. Kind of like that mood a lot better. And yeah, other than that, that's it for the review. Highly recommend you're giving or trying out Acid Rain figures by OriToys. They're amazing, nicely detailed, and I believe it's well worth your money. And I really like the line. All right, and I think that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know to the comments down below. Otherwise, that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.